Today I want to share with you my top 5 YouTube producer channels for learning. There's a lot of dope stuff in the trap producer community and I really do mess with it. But I've noticed there's a very specific discourse that we have, and sometimes it doesn't really allow you to explore a lot of interesting topics that, at least in my experience, have allowed me to become a better producer. So today I want to share with you 5 of the top channels that have done that for me. And if you guys do mess with this video, let me know if you want to see a part 2. For sure, most people might know 1, maybe 2, but not all of them. But go ahead and comment down below and let me know how many you did end up knowing. And of course, please do support all of these creators. So first we have Seb, and Seb is where I've learned so much mixing sauce. I'm talking like thousands of dollars worth of mixing gems, bro. I've taken a lot of like mixing master classes, full courses and stuff like that, really studied it in some interesting and intense ways. And there's been a lot of crossover in his videos to the point where like I've really recommended to people like, yo, if you can't afford some of those high-end classes or to learn it at a more in-depth level, check out this channel by this guy named Seb and then study all the topics that he introduces to you. So that's what I would recommend to you, bro. I mean, any of these videos is a good place to start, but really I would just start right at the beginning. There's only 5 videos. For some reason he just was like 5 is enough. I've served the world enough. Let me go ahead and just dip. He did his service though. So I would start with this video because all of his concepts are based around equalization.
Secret to mixing for modern levels of loudness. The more frequencies you cut out, the more headroom you gain to drive it harder into your saturators, compressors, and limiters. Frequency distribution is everything. EQ is probably the most important tool we have in our toolkits. However, I think a lot of people overlook it because it's so basic. When we first start out music production, EQ is one of the first things we learn, and for that reason I think a lot of people glance over it and don't give it enough attention as some of the other concepts in music production. And then later on I'm going to give some practical advanced tips that I don't see mentioned anywhere else online. Now, fair warning, this is going to get extremely technical, so if you're not into all this nerdy stuff and you just want the practical tips, you can skip here.
But yeah, there's a lot of sauce. That was just like a little sample, tip of the iceberg. Bro didn't even start saying anything yet, really. But trust me, the vibe is an absolute indication of what's about to go down. And like I said, this video is a good intro into what's discussed in these other 4. 100% recommend subscribing to the homie. So number 2 is George T Music, and this is another channel that's focused a lot on mixing, but he talks, well, for one, he's got a lot more videos, but 2, he also talks a lot more about other topics on a more broad point of view. But again, it is going to cover a lot of stuff about mixing, and he talks a lot from the perspective of like mixing hot topics or like mixing gurus, especially. So you'll see like Mike Dean mixing secrets. Might want to go ahead and add that to the watch later real quick. I never even saw that one before. We definitely gonna have to add that to the watch later. And you know, that's just how it goes. Every once in a while I might just come look at this channel really just to study videos that I've already watched, or come see one that might catch my attention that I didn't see before, that maybe he unprivated or whatever the case may be. Maybe I'm more interested in it now. But there's a lot of gems here, and I've never really seen anyone talk about this channel. But bro, let me just tell you, I've learned so much sauce, especially like getting introduced to who Jason Joshua is and then just learning so much about him.
Feel like you fly a plane with this shit.
Hit cartwheel in my estate, and I'm gon' shine like I'm supposed to. Antisocial extrovert, and excellentness never struck my nerve. And that's a riff gonna plead this case. The reason my power was here on earth. Salute the truth and the prophecy. I got.
If there's one piece of equipment that has become synonymous with the recording studio, it's the SSL console. Used by many legendary mixers, the SSL has solidified itself as a remarkable tool. In today's video, I will explore how 3 legendary mixers, mixed by Ali,
and I mean, like, bro, he just be giving the sauce because he studies the topic so much. And as a matter of fact, let's scroll back down real quick and let's just get a little taste of that Mike Dean video real quick.
Set the EQ and like compress every channel. Like usually the producers we work on it in FL or Ableton or Pro Tools, even, you know, in EQ compress shit already when we're making the beat, you know?
I love that Mike always sparks up, bro. This shit is so dope.
A lot of the sounds people use these days is already there, you know, so I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Mike Dean is a legendary super producer and mix engineer who's most notably worked with Kanye West and Travis Scott. In today's video, I'm going to be breaking down one of his mix sessions.
I actually have seen clips of this before, so maybe he uploaded a short, because that thing Mike said about the trap sounds being compressed is something I've said in a video before, and I remember someone was asking like, where did you hear that Mike Dean said that? You don't know. And I'm like, bro, he said it. And George T is where you're gonna figure out that so and so has said such and such thing about mixing. So bro, I'm not even gonna spoil it anymore. Another one you've gotta go subscribe to, especially if you're an audiophile. I don't know if I said this also, by the way, but I'm gonna have all of these people linked below. Number 3 is Ramzoid. So Ramzoid is probably the one that I think the most amount of people will be familiar with. He had a crazy run a few years ago when he was doing like trap producer tutorials. He did an insane Travis Scott tutorial a few years ago. He got a couple of dope deals, and he kind of got into creating his own music. He's also like an artist as well who produces all of his own stuff. But even just everything he still uploads, and this gets into what I was talking about, when you're a dope artist, everything you do is just dope content at this point. Like rare footage, bro. Like it's really rare to see this man create these days, because his sound is so unique and it's so like rare, bro, that it's like anything you could see about what he's doing, if you could even catch a glimpse of his screen. I'm trying to see that because his production has influenced my sound so much. Going back to that Travis Scott tutorial, he doesn't have it up anymore, but that was the way that I found him and got hooked onto his sound, because then I just started studying everything he was dropping and everything he was producing for other people. But he just showed that you could produce in these vibes. Like you can do a 21 Savage beat that doesn't have to have all of those typical basic trap sounds. You can do it in your own unique way. You can do a Travis Scott beat in your own unique way. He would have this like insane EDM perspective on everything he did. And so now all of his videos are basically just that, but since he's a more established solo artist, he's basically just using his own experience to teach all of the same things.
2 you and me's as one take. What if we like do some weird processing to the second one? Oh, yeah. It like goes all crazy.
Almost like maybe a manipulator.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Oh wait, let's just use that.
And it's just crazy because he's doing everything and being so hands-on with it. Like he's not mixing it, but he's just tapped in with his homie who's helping him mix it, who's doing the mixing, and he's just kind of orchestrating. And then of course he made the beat, he's the one singing. And that song that they're working on right now in this video, one of my favorite songs this year, bro. Had me in a chokehold, especially close to the beginning of this year. All right, number 4 is Night Tiger. So Digicore is, you know, trap production adjacent, and I love this because he does such a unique variety of content. And I was first introduced to him live on stream when we did a review of his video How I Grew as a Digicore Producer. And bro, if you weren't there, this is 20 minutes of straight sauce. This is literally going to show you how to grow as an underground producer, which basically if you're not in the industry to some degree, you're just an underground producer. Everyone's an underground producer if you're not like Metro Boomin, Southside Wonder Girl, things of that nature, right? So this is gems. Is literally like he could have charged for this. And then on top of that, he drops bangers on this channel, bro. Some of my favorite beats on all of YouTube are on his channel. And then he also teaches how to do Digicore. So if you're interested in like learning how to do a unique type of trap production, or just interested in learning how to produce but not do trap production, or if you want to learn how to bring unique inspirations into your trap production, I would 110% recommend subscribing to Night Tiger and checking out all of their content, bro, because this shit is fire, bro. Start to finish, everything he's dropping is fire. And number 5 is Very Sick Beats. Now this goes way back to like when I was just starting out producing. This was basically the first YouTube producer that I really started being a fan of, to be real with you, bro. He just has such fire content, and this is not even trap production at all. He does like boom bap stuff, drumless beats, sample type stuff. And bro, a lot of people don't know this, but I actually started out in this vibe because Ninth Wonder taught a class at my school when I was like a sophomore in college. So this was like the first channel that I found when I was just like how to make Ninth Wonder type beats. His channel literally came up, and I've been a fan ever since then. I think that was like 2017. That shit kind of crazy for real. But if you want to learn how to just have like a unique swing on your drum programming, if you just want to learn a lot about drum programming pockets, like he doesn't do trap production in terms of the way he does his instruction on YouTube, but by watching his content I learn a lot about drum pockets, which I bring back to my trap programming, and it really helps me have like just this unique flair and flavor to my stuff, bro.
I guess you'll never know it's for her. I would give it all.
Shop using Serato sample.
It's for her.
Okay, I'm gonna take the vocals out. Boom. And also let's take out the drums. And now we have this. Ooh. Second thing is, let's transpose.
Yeah, bro, I'm already getting mad inspired by that, and I really gotta get Serato sample. I'm tripping, because that right there already showed me I gotta tap back in with that. And that's the key. I just love these 5 producers, bro. I just love watching these channels and just getting inspired. So let me know if this inspired you. Let me know if you have any questions. I feel like there shouldn't be any, but hey, I just asked that at the end of every video, so I'm asking again. Let me know if you want to see a part 2 of this, because I got like hundreds of channels, honestly. I got like a lot of rare stuff, to be real with you. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be very soon. I love you so much. Peace.